Uh, Nothing like watching a nice sunrise on the beautiful frigid island of Solstheim. Though, it is kind of foggy today. Not exactly the best, sight for sunrises, but, from what time I spent here, that settlement should be ready. I mean, should be at its next phase. I know that Falco's going to be mad at me still, probably mad at me still for having to kill that one guy. But, perhaps I can make up for it, you know? Like, I mean, it's a new day, new dawn.
Let's hear it.
Perhaps it's a new Valor. Well, let's go speak to our boss, I guess. He seemed quite oddly happy about it. Hmm. Maybe I'll, get a more normal objective. Hey, Carnius, Mr. Magius, a few days have passed, of me crashing out here at the fort. Any news of Raven Rock? What? You want an assignment? Yes, another assignment. Well, actually, you can make yourself useful, underling. It's a menial task, but it needs to be done. I've spent a great deal of money ensuring that supplies are delivered from the mainland, and I'd like you to go make sure everything is in order. The supply ship arrived this morning, according to my schedule. Give me a copy of the shipment manifest from Falco, will you? On your way, then. Alright. Handle a shipment. You know, that seems normal. I mean, certainly a matter like that wouldn't mean having to fight through undead or really anything too bad. I mean, that's normal. Shouldn't have to kill anyone, at least. At least wouldn't have to kill anyone that's, well, a person. Might have to kill a few wolves and bears on my way to town, but I think I'm starting to enjoy it. The hunt is actually starting to feel a little rewarding more than anything. The trek from the wilderness is always quite the fine trek, and you mean to tell me they already got a boat settled up here in Raven Rock? And no one bothered telling me before I managed. Well, let's handle this shipment. I mean, what's the worst that could possibly happen? Alright, well, Falco, I notice a boat here. I'm guessing this is the shipment that came in. Oh, hello, Valor Dreth. Are you here on assignment, or did you stop by? Yeah, apparently there's a shipment that I'm supposed to get a ledger for, from you. Oh, shipment manifest, you mean? Well, I'd give it to you if I had it, Valor Dreth. No ships has arrived. It may have something to do with the fact that, well, Carnius never said anything about putting in a dock, so where would a ship of that size land? I'm of little help. I've spent all my time making sure the construction proceeds, so I haven't seen anything. Check with my men. Perhaps one of them might tell you. Oh, really? So you mean to tell me that there's nothing wrong with this, like this boat here, parked by the lane? That's not the shipping boat? You haven't seen any other boat or anything? Well, as I said, I have been watching for a ship. Ask around if you see anyone else who has seen anything. Well, I mean, there's a ferryman here at Raven Rock, docked up, even though there's no real, well, dock. So perhaps we can check the ferryman. Hello there,
May I help?
Marissa. How may you help me? I was just wondering if you've, well, seen anything around here. Well, I gotta say, there's plenty of snow around. Funny. Now say, where can you take me to? Well, I could take you to Fort Frostmoth. Wonderful. I may need that service later. Well, great. So, the only boat that's pulled up hasn't seen anything. Falco hasn't seen anything. Hey, Gammon. Another day, another 100 piles of ore. What can I do for you, Valor? Yeah, I was just wondering if you've seen any boats pulling through. Well, maybe. I did see something, now that you mention it. The night before last, I saw a light off to the northwest. Thought maybe it was a reaver boat or a raiding party or something. I wasn't about to go check it out, but maybe this was our supply ship. Uh, um, so our supply ship is probably off to the
Another 100 miles of ore.
northwest, far to the northwest, through the wilderness. Well, guess we may as well just take one step at a time with this. Been walking for quite some time. I don't think the boat might. Ah, there it is. But wait, what are those? Could be reavers. Though something feels off about them. I got a bad feeling about this. But hey, maybe with enough prayer from the Valor Dreth, I should be able to get through this. Don't fail me now, Valor Dreth. Let us rip and tear through these reavers. They seem a little fast. Wait, those aren't reavers. Ah, no! Wow. I barely got out of there with my life. It's like an army of the undead. How could I ever beat them? Wait. I must remember what my father has taught me. He was a healer. The undead are not to be trifled with, for you see, they are quite ruthless and quite destructive. Though it is a healer's duty to rid these foul abominations from the land, every healer can tap into the sign of Azura's holy ritual and grant themselves the ability to ward off the undead. I will teach you this ability. I will teach you to hone this skill of the healer. And you must remember that bones crack more easily to blunt force weapons, so using an axe or sword would simply be too foolish. The way of the axe is a fool's errand. The way of the mace is the way to protect those from the undead. I've been doing it wrong this whole time. I've been trying to face the undead the way of the warlock. Rush in with an axe. Alright. But I know now. I should play to my strengths. Maybe. Just maybe. I'll be able to get through this. People of the Valor Dreth, ancestors of my past time, I call upon your mighty power. Father, grant me your holy mace so I may vanquish those before me. Uncle, grant me your shield so I may reflect their mighty blows. And all before me, I pray for your words so I may revoke these foul abominations from the land. Now, we wait. At least one of them should pull in. Alright. Here one comes. I revoke you! Alright. Should be easier to handle. Ah! A foul blow. Curse these foul undead. Curse them down to their last bones. They are far too powerful, far too beyond me. How could such monstrosities live on this island? It seems like I managed to salvage 10 more of those potions. Yeah, I could keep going for some more time. I don't think... Perhaps I could sneak aboard. I mean, I just need the stock certificate, right? It's not like I actually need anything else. Perhaps if I sneak aboard, then I can just grab whatever's in and leave. I don't like the look of these undead, though. The waters have to be safe. No way they can cross waters. There has to be a way to get on board and find a stock certificate or something. Wait, someone's here. But how? How can anyone be alive? Great. And now these undead are after me. I have nothing that can attack at a distance. No way to revoke them. All I can do is tell them to screw off. That doesn't seem to work too well. Perhaps if I just check inside real quick. A wooden staff of peace. Perhaps I could make use of this staff. And perhaps I could have enough distance between me and the undead. Alright, I just need a good vantage point. One where the undead cannot hit me, but I can hit the undead. Perhaps I can even rest here in the... Of course I can't. It'd be illegal to rest inside a ship, everyone knows that. If I climb over here, the undead will run into the water. If I run over here, there has to be a way to get through this. Has to be. Perhaps I can use the staff to try and paralyze them for a second, and then make my getaway. Ah! He's paralyzed, but only for 10 seconds. Nowhere near enough time. Wait, of course, the water. They're afraid of the water. Haha! Yes, I have found their weakness. I revoke you, undead. With my trial in war. You destroy me. There has to be something I can try. Some way I can defeat them all. Has to be. Perhaps if I check below deck. Has to be a bed or something. Some way I can rest. Perhaps I can get a ledger. Perhaps not. Just a bunch of crates. A bunch of these heavy pickaxes. But of course, who would ever need those? Afraid it's no use. We have so many undead here. Perhaps if I... Yes. I could use the gift. And now, we must face the undead. Step forward, be any of you brave enough. First shot. He seems quite battle ready. This staff doesn't seem like doesn't seem like I might get much use out of it. Doesn't have any charge left. Well, the undead wins this round, but I'll have to be back. The undead are simply too fearsome for my skills as of the moment. I'm not sure how well I can handle these things, considering how dangerous they are. Has to be a way to beat them. Alright. I'm gonna have to try this again. Now that I've healed up enough, maybe I can face them once more and stand more of a chance. Here they come. Alright. Step back and heal. If I can fight and kill one undead, then I know I've succeeded. But it seems this is going to be quite the conundrum. The undead are too tough. I'm afraid I have little choice but continue elsewhere. Perhaps I may one day return, able to deal with them. Someday, I will destroy these monstrosities.